Hey guys, in this video I will be reviewing my first semester at the University of Notre Dame. Go ahead and subscribe and turn the notification bell on so you don't miss the next time I post a video, and let's get started. First, let's talk classes. I am in the Mendoza College of Business, and on paper I am undeclared. However, I think that I will end up majoring in marketing, and I'm also planning to double major in Spanish. So I took one Spanish course this year. It was my online course. I was taking second year Spanish at the intermediate level, and I really enjoyed it. I noticed that we spent a lot of time perfecting speech, and especially coming from my high school where we put the emphasis on grammar and on writing and understanding the language, it was really important that I had the opportunity to learn how to speak the language because that's the part that matters. My professor was super kind. She was really good at communicating. I gave her a great rating. I genuinely learned a lot from that class. I felt like every assignment we did contributed to my understanding of the subject, which is obviously really important. I didn't feel like it was ever wasting my time or giving me unnecessary workloads. So I would recommend this class. I did end up with an A. So concerning my business major, I took Microeconomics, Accountancy 1, and Elements of Calculus. Starting with microeconomics, I had never taken anything like it before, and so I actually really enjoyed the subject material. I thought I got a lot out of the course, and my favorite thing was I really could tell that even though this was my biggest class, the professor wanted each and every one of us to succeed and to learn. On exam 2 and 3, he gave us the opportunity to get a quarter of our points back by making a solution guide to every problem, if we got it right or if we got it wrong, kind of explain like multiple choice, why A was right, why B was wrong, etc. And I ended up doing this, and it took quite a bit of time, but that prepared me for the final more than I would be able to do on my own. I will probably take that technique going forward, and I might revisit an economics course if I don't end up liking marketing. I also ended up with an A in this class. Accountancy 1, if you watched my Q&A, you could hear me say that that was my least favorite class. I eventually did get a hang of the material and brought my grade up. I ended with a B in the class, which was the goal. Like, that was the goal. So I'm not mad about it. But all business majors do need to take Accountancy 1 and Accountancy 2. So I will be taking Accountancy 2 next semester and letting you know how that goes. I think the reason why I wasn't a fan of accounting is because it starts really quickly. And so if you don't put the effort into the first unit, it's going to make things a lot more challenging down the road. My professor for this course was super sweet. She, again, was a great communicator, was always checking her emails, always getting back to people immediately. And I also got the sense that she genuinely wanted us to succeed. She was really good about providing office hours that were accessible, and she was always ready to answer questions, and she never talked down to you or belittled you for asking a question. So I really liked her, gave her a good review. Most everything we did for this class was online as far as assignments goes. It was an asynchronous class. I think that's what it's called, where one day a week was in person and one day a week was online. So we did have to teach ourselves the material, and then she would reiterate it and do practice problems with us in person. At first I didn't like this method, but it kind of grew on me. I think it was just a lot of effort over a subject matter that didn't necessarily intrigue me. Then again, a basic calculus course is required for Mendoza students. I took Elements of Calculus. I don't know exactly what happened. I was under the impression that I had to get a 4 or 5 to get out of this course, and I got a 4 on my AP exam for Calculus BC, so I ended up having to take Elements of Calculus. I didn't mind this class just because I had already learned all this material, so I didn't have to put a lot of effort into it. A lot of the teachers are foreign and therefore hard to understand, hard to communicate with. Especially I was in a big lecture hall and I was sitting in the back because that's where I ended up on the first day, and then with COVID you can't move. I think the reason that I got a B instead of an A is because of the tests. They were online, which was nice because they were open note. However, they were timed and there was no partial credit. So there are 5 questions And if you miss one, I'm a little conflicted because it wasn't a stressful class. I genuinely knew what I was doing. I'm just a little disappointed with how I ended up performing. So there's only a couple classes I haven't covered now. One is my Moreau class, my first year experience. I talked about this in a previous video already, but every first year student, no matter if your major, is required to take it. A lot of colleges and universities do the same thing, just to kind of acclimate you to the campus, let you know what resources are available, talk about the values of the school, get to know some people. I loved my instructor. I will be taking her course again in the spring semester. Okay, so the only class I haven't talked about yet is feminist fictions. The reason I took this is because it fulfilled a couple of requirements. The first one being a university seminar, basically just more of a discussion-based class than anything. And it also covered my liberal arts requirement. I really loved this professor and the environment that we created in the classroom. There were 12 of us, all girls. Don't really want to take another late class again, and there are courses that are like later than that. Yeah, the timing was kind of awkward because I was getting hungry and I was getting tired, but the conversation was good, so I did end with an A in that class. I also got an A in Moreau. I don't know if I said that. Okay, let's move on to the more exciting portion of the video. Here are a couple of my memories for first semester. I'm mostly just doing this for myself, but maybe you'll find some of them interesting. This fall, I moved in and met my roommate. Got to know our beautiful campus. Went online for 2 weeks. Met my besties. We had our first football game and won. Went to the gym a lot. Went out to eat in South Bend. Had our big little ceremony. Became a hairdresser. Got put in quarantine for 4 days. We are in a van on the way to the MC into quarantine. Yay! Went to a cute pumpkin patch. Had a fun Halloween with the girls. Went to the famous Clemson game. Attended my bestie's dance show. And had dance parties of my own. And studied my ass off. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got something out of this video. And if you have any questions, especially if you're making your schedule in the future, feel free to reach out to me. You can DM me on Instagram. Also, I hope to continue making these semester recaps. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it or got something out of it. And I will see you in the next video.